Field area weather forecast. Sunshine today with a high 84. Clear tonight, the low 62. For tomorrow, partly sunny skies, high 85. Sunny and 90 on Saturday. For Sunday, mostly sunny, high 90. And for Monday, scattered showers with a high of 88. Overnight low 61. Yesterday's high was 82. Currently, humidity at 91%. Winds are calm. The pressure 30.18. Sunshine, we've got 66 right now at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing, Mark?
The sun is shining. You can't be too bad.
And it's not 100 degrees.
You got it.
Mike Powderf here. Mike, just back from New York City.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to get into that. I want to find out about it. Let me tell you something. I went last night to that large store out on the west part of town.
Yeah.
You know, the huge store out there. And it struck me. There was a moment where I stood in the parking lot.
You were looking for people, weren't you?
No. Here's what. When I took this job a year ago, I thought, if it doesn't work out, at least I can greet at Walmart.
Not anymore.
They got rid of the greeters.
Yeah.
They got rid of both the greeters.
I was told because it's too small of a store. So.
Come on.
I talked to one of the greeters who were.
Yes. Was it the guy?
No. They offered her another position.
Okay.
But she had been there for 20 years. She said, you know what? I don't want to learn anything else.
Let me tell you something.
And they said she could transfer to Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
But she said, I work part-time.
She was great.
Yeah.
But the guy was the consummate Walmart greeter.
He was
with
like the
thumb out
Walmart
there.
concierge.
Welcome to Walmart. Thank you for being at Walmart. He was.
You have a great day.
You have a great day. I was ready for him to come hug me. And I thought, there's my job, man. There's my fallback position, and now it's gone.
You know what job I always wanted?
What's that?
My dream job?
What?
The guy.
I'm surprised you didn't say you're already in it.
No. No. You know the guy that follows around the head coach with the cords?
Yes.
With the cord to his headset?
Yes.
Roll it. That's the job I want.
That's a pretty good job.
But now that, with wireless, that dream has gone away.
Yeah.
I can't do that dream anymore.
All right. Well, I just wanted to say I'm worried now. I don't have an escape route.
You don't have a fallback.
No.
All right.
Wanted to remind you. You mentioned this morning, Mary John Lear. It looks like the farmer store has come back in her yard.
Yeah. I saw some pictures. She's got a lot of stuff.
It's going to be on Friday and Saturday. Friday afternoon, Saturday morning. I've got a really important seminar I need to tell about.
The Manure Expo?
Did you know about that?
I heard about that this morning on...
The North American Manure Expo is coming up on July 31st through August 1st in Faircross, Indiana. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to worry about, I've got a particular kind of livestock. Because they've got seminars for all of them. Yeah. They have a seminar for dairy, for swine, for poultry, for beef. Now, and they break that out even further.
Is there one for human?
No, they don't. They break that out even further, Turner.
Really?
Yeah. They have composting basics and odor management. This is something we need all of the radio station employees to go to.
You know what I think? I think Vaughn needs to go on assignment. Jeff Vaughn needs to go on assignment for that one.
We need audio.
That's right. You know what? Actually, you know what we should do? We should get Linda Carter and her IBS to go.
Her invisible car?
No, the irritable bowel syndrome.
Oh, yes.
Because, if you have IBS, you fit right in at the manure seminar.
She might benefit from one of the seminars.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go, Fair Oaks, Indiana. You don't want to miss that.
Yeah, it's right up by Indianapolis.
Speaking of manure, you just got back from New York City, right, Mike?
Yeah, boy, I picked a great day to be here, didn't I?
Sometimes it just gets a little deep in here.
Yeah,
and we hope you don't step in it and bring it inside and smear it on the carpet.
Tell me your best New York City story.
Oh, my best New York City story.
You went with Frontier Community College, right?
Yes, we did. There was 30 of us. My best New York City story was the fear of seeing my wife for the last time.
And how did that come about?
This happened on the subway.
Oh, I have a subway story. Go ahead, tell your story.
The subway.
I warned you. Remember my advice?
Yes, never make eye contact with anybody.
That's what I told him.
Oh, same way.
The wife and I made serious eye contact at that time. We had come to a stop, and we were getting off. She was directly behind me. I stepped off the subway. The door closed. And the guide had a look on his face like, oh, my God. And I turned around, and my wife was on the other side of the door with the same look on her face.
Oh, no. They took off?
And no, I was trying to figure out how I was going to tear the door off that subway. And for some unknown reason, the door opened. And she ran off the subway. Stan Wiles was right behind her, so she wasn't going to be by herself. But I asked her, well, what would you have done had the door not come open? And she had the correct answer. She said, I'd have go to the next stop and got off and called you to come and get me. And
There would have been some manure management.
Oh, yeah,
there.
absolutely, absolutely. And our guide told us, he said, of all places in New York City where you need to be rude, he said, it is on the subway. He said, push people. When the door opens, push people, get off the subway, because when it comes time, the doors will close.
I went with a friend for a business trip, and he was from New York, and he said, I will not. He looked at me and he says, I will not go on the subway with you, Dreeth. I know you. You have to swear that you will not make eye contact and you will not converse with anybody. That's the only way I'll take you on the subway. I said,
There's
okay.
a lot of strange people on the
Okay.
subway.
We got on the subway. We sat down. My buns didn't hit the seat, and some guy came over. I must have smelled like tourist.
Yeah.
He came over, sat down next to me, and he says, here's a piece of paper that shows that I have HIV and I'm destitute. And all I did was look forward.
Didn't say a word.
Didn't say a word.
Man. Now, the big question is,
Yeah.
okay, we always talk about what people wear at Walmart. Did you get to go to Walmart in New York City?
No, but I went to Times Square Mall after dark.
And you saw some things.
Oh man, Walmart is a great place to be.
You got an You got an education, huh?
I got an education.
Did they have a greeter there?
Oh yes, she was. My wife took pictures.
Hi, welcome to Times Square. $50, please.
I was
Triple X, come on in.
I was too stunned at the time, but my wife got pictures.
All right.
Oh man, there's
Next visit, Mike. We need.
Yeah, we need pictures.
We need to see 'em.
pictures.
We can put them up on the
No,
screen.
you can't. No, you can't.
Oh, okay, we'll see them off air. Just bring them in.
Oh my!
Man, you talk about. Oh wow, that's a whole world.
That'll
full
burn a hole in your retina, won't it?
Oh
Did-
man,
speaking
I need,
of,
I need some eye bleach after
Speaking
that.
of guys with an education, did you see where that guy? I'm not even sure where it happened, but there was a nude cyclist.
Oh, that was in St. Louis. They had the nude cycling there.
And some dude shot one of the cyclists with a paintball gun.
Oh, really? That was in St. Louis.
Was
They had
it?
a
Okay.
ride where it was a nude bicycle
Okay.
ride.
Well,
And
I
that was
guess-
2 weeks ago.
I just can't imagine.
Well, this lady didn't have a bicycle.
Oh, we got to learn more about New York. But in my hand, I have the bucket of bunk.
Give us the bunk.
That's great. Oh, we've got birthdays. Some a little bit more obscure today. Not some big names. Here's a pretty big name. Walter Brennan was born on this date in 1894. Can you do Walter Brennan?
I don't know that I can.
Oh, do you remember Walter Brennan?
Yeah,
The
Okay.
Real
I know.
McCoys.
Yeah, it's
Had
exactly
that,
it.
Had that very distinctive voice.
Died in 1974 at the age of 80. One of only 3 men to have won 3 Oscars.
Walter Brennan's voice reminds me of an old guy with no teeth.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're-
older than
Than us. Yeah,
Like,
well, I've got teeth.
most
of 'em.
My grandfather with his teeth out.
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
You're right. He was penniless when he started. He started as an extra in 1924 on the movie lots. He worked for $7.50 a day there.
He did a lot of westerns.
He did tons of 1920s movies, and that includes several with the young John Wayne. He was in 2 Three Stooges shorts.
Really?
He was in Woman Haters. Remember that one?
I do.
He was in that one in 1934. His 3 Oscars were for Gone and Get It in 1936, Kentucky in 1938, and The Westerner in 1940. So all this big success in Hollywood was really pre-World War II. He was also in Red River with John Wayne. That's what I remember in
Yeah.
1940.
And the Real McCoys.
The Real McCoys, 1957 to 63. And he also had a recording career. Very few people remember this. He had a song called Old Rivers.
Yep.
It was in 1962, and it went into the top 40. He was the oldest person at the age of 67 to break the top 40.
Really?
With his song,
Old Rivers.
You're going to have to find
Old
that.
Rivers and Me.
See if I can find out.
It was kind of a talking,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, see if you can find that. Also, Estelle Getty, 1924. She was born. She died in 2008 at 84. Mike, you know who Estelle Getty is?
Not sure.
She was Sophia in the Golden Girls.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
1985 to 1992.
That's probably why I didn't know her.
Now, you don't watch the Golden Girls, huh? Something wrong with you. Gee. Also released an exercise video in 1993 when she was up there in age. She was in Tootsie in 1982 with Dustin Hoffman. Also in The Mask in 1985 and Stuart Little in 1999. So 3 movies she was in. She died of Lewy body dementia, which is an unpleasant way to go. On this date, in 1954, Walter Payton was born. He, of course, the great running back for the Chicago Bears, 13 seasons, Hall of Fame in 1996, known as Sweetness.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
All right, go.
There you go.
How old was I when I first seen old Rivers?
How was I when I first seen Old River?
Well, that old fella did a heap of work.
Yeah, heap of work.
Look at that picture. Look at that picture of him. Look at that.
Yeah, it's Walter Brennan, buddy. Old Rivers. Hey, where else do you hear that on the radio?
Oh, there is no place
I'll
else.
give you
can do
all
that
of
one.
it here. Anyway, Sweetness was only 5'10", 200 pounds. Mm-hmm. I think 13,000 yards rushed.
I think the greatest.
Well,
I think probably the greatest.
Ditka said
He's
he was
in the top
greatest.
5, but I think he's probably the greatest running back ever.
Ditka said he was the greatest, and he was the greatest person, according to Ditka.
Yeah. Actually, they've named the humanitarian award the NFL
Yes.
puts out every year after Walter Payton.
One Super Bowl, he died of liver disease. Very young, 45 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I don't know much about this lady. Iman,
Oh, yeah.
Is that-
The model, actress.
model.
Actress. Beautiful
I
lady.
can't even name her. I can't even. This is the reason why she goes by Iman. I don't. Her whole name would take a page. She's Somali,
Yeah.
the widow of David Bowie.
Mm-hmm. But I think he said she was also married to
Yes, Spencer Haywood, the basketball
the
player.
basketball player. Okay.
She had 3 husbands. Bowie was the last. And she was also in Star Trek, The Undiscovered Country. She was a shape shifter.
Oh, okay.
I've known a few.
Have you?
They're in New York City.
Yes, they are.
You might have seen a few down
think I
there.
did, yeah.
Your wife might have a picture of a
Yeah,
shape
probably.
shifter. Oh, she also did Miami Vice and The Cosby Show. On this date, July 25th, Aaron Burr, remember him in history, in 18...
Didn't he have the duel?
Yes.
Okay.
He must have survived the duel because in 1805 he visited New Orleans with plans to establish a new country with New Orleans as the capital city. That did not happen. It went awry.
What country would that be called?
Louisiana?
Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana.
Nolans, Louisiana.
Yeah. 1866, U.S. Grant named General of the Army. He was the first American officer to hold that rank.
Galena is his hometown, right?
And yeah, and of course he had himself a farm over in St. Louis,
That's right. Yeah, I think so.
1952, Puerto Rico became self-governing, but it's the Commonwealth of the U.S., and they're having some problems down there right now.
They the governor just resigned.
I think he was kind of pushed out, don't you think?
Yeah, he said, you resign or else we're going
All
to
right.
hang you
1978,
from the highest tree.
1978, Pete Rose of the Cincinnati Reds broke the National League record for consecutive base hits when he got a hit in 38 straight games. Now, that makes the DiMaggio thing even more amazing, doesn't
Yeah.
it? DiMaggio was 56. 1987, the Salt Lake City Trappers set a professional baseball record as the team won its 29th game in a row.
Wow.
I've never heard.
Speaking
of
of minor league baseball,
Yes.
okay, did you realize that the AAA affiliate, and I'm not sure who it's affiliate for, but the club in New Orleans is referred to as the Baby Cakes?
No.
Because they've been playing the Memphis Redbirds, the New Orleans Baby Cakes.
Where does that come from?
I have no idea. You'd think they'd have king cakes or something. Hey, we're the New Orleans king cakes, but baby cakes.
Got me. It's the first time I've ever heard
I
it.
don't get it.
1998, the USS Harry S.
under-
Truman was commissioned and put to service by the U.S. Navy.
Understand their team colors are baby blue and pink.
That clashes. Music history, 1962, Elvis did the film Kid Galahad.
No.
Remember that one?
Nope.
No, it was
It was
forgettable.
about a boxer, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Well, maybe I do remember it then.
1966, the Supremes' You Can't Hurry Love was released.
Later done by Phil Collins.
Yes, the number 2 richest drummer ever.
I know.
1966, the Monkees recorded their first single. What was it?
I'm a believer.
No.
Last Train to Clarksville.
Yes,
Okay.
Last Train to Clarksville.
Now, is that Clarksville, Tennessee? They're talking about?
Must be.
Has to. It's the
I
only
don't
Clarksville
know
I know
either.
of. There might be another one, but
Anyway, it was later included in their self-titled debut album. 1990, Roseanne Barr sang the national anthem in San Diego before a Padres baseball game. She was booed for her performance. That's the very least of which happened to her. I think
Yeah.
the entire nation turned its nose up.
I think pretty much her career was
Over.
I mean,
You think it had?
you
She still
know,
was going to bring that show. If she
she-
hadn't opened her mouth, she'd still be on TV right
yeah.
now.
She had, she came up with these. Well, I was just trying to be funny. You don't be funny with
No.
the national anthem.
No.
If you can't sing it, do the best you can, and go on.
She made a mockery of it.
Yeah,
She really did. Okay, now this is the reason why you have.
I'll get down off the soapbox.
That's okay. That's where I am most of the time.
Okay.
Mike Potoff is here. You remember he did some serious time on the city council.
That's
okay?
right.
He's been on the city council, so he knows about this question of the day. He can provide insight. He
Uh-huh.
thinks he just got invited here because he's interesting. No.
We had this planned.
That's
Oh,
right.
really?
That, and we wanted him to know about the International Manure Symposium that's coming up over there in Indiana.
And we want to know more about the education he got in New York City.
Question of the day is, should the building of a new reservoir at Lakeside Park be a priority for the city and park district? And we will have our results, and we'll talk about it on Morning Coffee after this.
You'll do it right to update your home to something more your style. Lowe's is here to help, and even better, will help you save. Step up your flooring with Pergo waterproof laminate flooring starting at just $248 per square foot, and get it installed for just 99 cents per square foot. Swap out your old bath vanity with a stylish new one and get up to 40% off select vanities during our Refresh for Less kitchen and bath event. Whatever you need to make stylish updates to your home, do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offers valid through 7/24, U.S. only.
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about genetically modified ingredients?
Don't like them.
Artificial flavors and colors?
No thanks.
Clean ingredients.
Now that I like.
When you care about what's in things and what's not, shouldn't your vitamins be clean too? Sundown vitamins are all clean all the time. Non-GMO, free of gluten and dairy, with colors and flavors from real food. We even have USDA certified Sundown Organics and kids vitamins too. When you're living clean, choose clean with Sundown vitamins at supermarkets, drugstores, or on Amazon.
At Holiday World and Splash and Safari, we understand that with swim practice, swim meets, cheerleading camp, football two-a-days, watching your book club movie, dance rehearsals, dance recital, baseball, basketball, summer camp, soccer camp, cooking camp, you might just need a break from your summer break. So check out our world-class rides and slides for the whole family. But check out our website first for the best savings. Only at holidayworld.com.
Free smoking! Free parking! Free sunscreen!
Tina and the gang at Black's Fashion Flowers in downtown Fairfield don't want to wait for this Friday and Saturday sidewalk sales, so they're starting now with 40 and 50% off a huge selection of gift items, including Robin's Nest signs, their entire selection of candles, and Southern Sisters gourmet dips and mixes. Some exclusions apply. Plus, take $3 off any box of Fannie Mae candies this week. All sales are final, cash and carry only. Stop in and check out all the great deals at Black's Fashion Flowers, across from the courthouse in downtown Fairfield. Your florist with a personal touch.
We all know home is where the heart is. Now the experts at Carrier have put a new twist on that notion. Introducing the Carrier Core Thermostat, the heart of a smarter home. With the Core Thermostat, you can control your home comfort from across the room or across the country. The Core Thermostat also monitors your energy usage and turns it into reports you can use to save money. Call Sam or Kara at Complete HVAC and Plumbing today at 445-3329 or visit their website at completehvac.org.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when President Nixon spent his first month in office touring Europe and meeting with the leaders of the NATO countries? Golda Meir was sworn in as Prime Minister of Israel. Bowie Kuhn stepped in as the new Commissioner of Baseball. And Vince Lombardi left Green Bay to coach the Washington Redskins. Reader's Digest started a mania by giving away 18 million American flag decals. We said farewell to Boris Karloff and to the Saturday Evening Post. Leroy Yarborough got the checkered flag at Daytona, and here's what the new music sounded like.
You showed me how there's things I'd like to say. Baby, don't cry. All the games people play now, but you know I love you. This magic moment, it's the top of the season. Given Mendocino, build me a pride, got me right on you.
Those songs were big winners when they hit the air, but when did they? The answer and a touch of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Swing by the Fairfield Save-A-Lot and take advantage of great deals. They want you to join them this weekend for a big 3-day sale this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only. There will be deals across the store that you don't want to miss. You can give them a like on Facebook for more updates and information. The Fairfield Save-A-Lot is located at 709 West Main Street. You can also check them out online at savealot.com.
February 1969.
Sly and the Family Stone with Everyday People, the top song of February 1969. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
We're back on Morning Coffee. And right before I get into the question of the day, we have another one of those $25 gift certificates to DQ. Right now, if you buy a Blizzard at DQ, $1 goes to the Children's Miracle Network. Miracle Network.
The Children's Miracle Network in America.
$25 you call right now, 842-3715. We'll give this to you. Go ahead and get that, would you, Mark?
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee. Hello?
I just barely hear somebody.
We could just barely hear you. Who are we speaking with?
Carmen Cruz.
Carmen Cruz.
All right.
All right. Carmen, here at the station, there's this great big tower on the East Highway. You can go underneath it, and we are there. And you can get your gift certificate. I just wrote your name on it. It's going to be out front, okay?
All right. Thanks, Carmen.
Okay.
Carmen, thank you for listening.
Thank you.
We appreciate it so very much. Mike's here, Mike Podorf, and the question of the day, which had 910 people look at it and consider it, 119 votes. The question, should the building of a new dam at Lakeside Park be a priority for the city and park district? Of course, the building of dam means that there's now no lake at Lakeside Park. This would have to be a collaborative effort between the city and the park district to be able to make this happen. It's been talked about for years. Mm-hmm. And our listeners, almost 3-1, about 2.5 to 1, 86 votes to 33 votes. Actually, it's right in half. You know, they want it. They'd like to see the lake come back. Mike, you said you grew up in that neighborhood, right?
Yeah, I voted for that to bring the lake back. Grew up in that neighborhood about a block from it, and a bunch of us North End kids, we spent a lot of time on Lakeside. At that time, it was just called the Reservoir. I learned how to water ski on that lake. When I
Wasn't that big, was it?
Yes, well, you skied in a circle. But I was real good at turns. I was 6 years old when I learned to water ski on that
They had a
lake.
boat in there, and they just went in a circle?
Dad had a 14-foot wooden boat with a 35-horse Mercury motor on it.
That's amazing.
And,
That is.
Yeah, I think Alan Jackson sang a song about that boat. But, and, you know, we done things over there as kids. I mean, that was just part of our life. And whenever I was over there the day they cut that dam, and it's just a horrible feeling, you know, to watch lose that lake. And I'd like to see it back. There's apparently they found maybe a way to get it back. We need to explore that.
Let me guess.
seriously.
Let me guess. When they cut that dam, it flooded parts over there by Hobbs Music Store, right?
Well, they didn't cut it all at once. They just let it go down in stages.
Well,
But
at the last
they
city
were
council
worried.
meeting, they were talking about the fact that there were and as I said in the commentary this morning, you get 4 inches of rain in 90 minutes. It's not going to matter what your system is.
No, things are going to flood. I walked across that lake several years ago. I was into radio control boats and turned one upside down in the middle and had to go get it. I walked across that lake, and I'm a short kind of guy, and it was not chest deep. I walked all the way across it. It was not
Really?
chest deep. The mud was actually deeper than the water, I think. I'd like to see it back. It was an asset to the town, and it could be used to kind of help a little bit on the flooding problem, you know, with floodgates.
Yeah, that's what you were talking
control the
about.
level.
Explain what you're talking about with the floodgates, Mike.
Okay, I talked to a guy, and he has got a pretty good idea that put gates over there in the dam, stack them 3 high. Okay, and in the spring, whenever you're expecting all this rain, drain this lake down to, say, the bottom gate, and you got 2 gates stacked on top of it. Shut those gates and let the spring rains happen, and that will slow a lot of that water down. Then as it gets full, you can open the top gate and let some of it off, you know, if you need to open the second gate. But I mean, I can't explain all the engineering of it,
Right.
but you can get the idea. I mean, I live on Johnson Creek. I've seen the water up next to my house. I've seen my storage shed, you know, in the water. I've seen my neighbor's house in the water. You know, Johnson Creek, it could use a good cleaning. There's no doubt about it. You look at it, it's grown up. A few years ago, I believe it was under Harry Moreland, he hired some people to go in there and clean that, and they cleaned it. I mean, they cleaned it to the dirt.
I'm going to correct you in that I remember distinctly the first day that Mickey Bora was in office. He devoted all the resources of the city to clean out Johnson Creek. And I remember saying to him, why that? And he says, because everybody in town drives over that creek at one time or another during the day, and I want them to know that there was a new mayor in town.
Yeah, well, that's a good reason. But it was cleaned out down to the dirt. I guess according to the DNR, you can't widen it, you can't deepen it, you can't change its flow. Yeah. But you know, we've got a problem with Johnson Creek, and it needs to be addressed, and it needs cleaned out. We've got several bridges over the creek, and the guys are working. You know, they're working their tails off. The street and bridge guys are, and there's just so much you can do,
Right.
and so much time. And
Well, Colin Dunn, who was at the city council meeting, the engineering person, said that there were 5. They'd studied the last flood, and that there were 5 critical areas, and 3 of them were blocked, or
Right.
that they had problems
Right.
that needed to be cleaned out. And the mayor said he was on that they were going to clear those 3 areas
you
out.
You got the Washington Street Bridge, you got the Northeast 4th Bridge, you got bridge at First Street, and you got a bridge on 2nd Street, you know, and a bridge over by Hobbs's on Elm Street, and on 2nd Street there, you know. There's several bridges over it, and, you know, if we could keep those cleaned out. And
So
like I said, the guys are working at it. I'm not taking anything away from
No. The key to the possibility of funding is getting an engineer to say that a lake that's deep enough could keep this kind of flooding from happening, that would be what you'd take to try to get a federal or a state grant
Right.
to be able to help build the lake back.
Right.
And so this, by the way, Mark commented on the poll saying better than a golf course most people don't use. So
Ooh.
he took a shot at the golf course at the same time that we were doing the poll. So I think a lot of people would like to see a lake out there.
And I think
Absolutely.
on the park board agenda tonight, I think that's on there.
It is
They're
on
gonna talk
every
about it.
agenda.
Yeah.
Every park district.
Yeah, that lake is in the park district, and it's under their jurisdiction, but I think we can all work together and get something done about this.
All right.
I want to remind you about coming up on Saturday at the Courthouse Square. Ronnie Vaughn and Jeff Grieve. Now, they're renowned as fish fryers.
Oh, great fish. Great fish.
You're gonna back that up, Mike?
Oh, yeah.
Fundraiser.
I've helped Ronnie bread fish over there, and it's hard not to just eat it all. But
That's why he doesn't ask you back to help.
It may be.
They're going to have a fish fry, and it's going to be ready about 10:30 on Saturday morning, and this benefits the Wayne County Humane Society. So a good cause, and apparently really good fish.
Yes, absolutely.
You know,
good fish.
Jeff. I don't know if you realize this. Jeff Grieve and I, we grew up together in Bethalto, Illinois.
Did you really?
Yes. There's a lot of there's a lot of connections between my hometown and Fairfield, and I won't go into them. It's sort of like the John F. Kennedy, Lincoln thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very similar.
Okay.
Highly similar.
Yeah.
Did you know cats are getting fatter? You're not a cat person, are you?
I do not have cats.
Are you a cat person?
I
Mike?
have a Hank.
What's a Hank?
A Hank is a cat.
Okay.
And
is he
Is
he
his
fit?
name Hank?
Oh, absolutely.
Is
He's
his name
fixed.
Hank?
Yes, his name's
Okay.
Hank. The story on that, I had another cat named Hank, and he disappeared. Well, he had a collar on, had his name tag, said Hank.
Uh-huh.
You know, and we had spare collars in the drawer. And Hank disappeared one time, and I thought, okay, that's it, we're done. Well, my wife comes home with a little kitten one night. She rescued it out of a tree, and we advertised out here in the paper and on Facebook and everything. You know, come get your cat, please. And nobody come and got it. And I said, what are you going to do with it? She said, well, I guess we're going to keep it. I said, what are you going to name it? She said, Hank. And I said, but the other Hank was Hank. And she said, that's okay. I said, why are you going to name it Hank? She said, we got collars in the drawer and there's Hank on the name tag.
That's right.
Hank 2.
Hank 2, yeah.
Son of Hank.
Yeah, yeah, he's fixed.
Well, you know, the term fat cat was thrown around lots, frequently. Well, new studies say that cats are indeed getting fatter. According to researchers, cats continue gaining weight well into adulthood, and the average weight of a neutered adult domestic cat has increased over the last 20 years. Most people assume that cats on average maintain a steady weight, but they don't. You know, I noticed your dog's very fit.
I was going to say, if you come to my house, the dogs are getting fatter.
Yeah.
Well, no, your dog's pretty fit.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You ever seen his dog?
No.
You ever seen, and I'm not trying to take a shot at your dog, Turner. I mean, so
Okay.
don't take
All right.
offense to
All
this,
right.
okay? You ever seen the movie where Mike Myers plays Dr. Evil in the, what are those? Austin Powers
Yeah.
movies. And
Yeah.
Dr. Evil's got this cat that has no hair.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
hairless cat.
Oh, I didn't like
That's Turner's dog.
Yeah.
And
Your
so
dog
he
has
sits
no
on his
hair.
lap, and Turner looks like Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Well, no, you would look like Dr. Evil if you sat on your lap. I've got hair.
Yeah, Dr. Evil has no hair.
Three out of the three. Well, let's see. How many people? Let's see. 1, 2. I saw Murphy. There's 3.
Everybody's
4, 5.
got more hair than me.
Everybody's got more hair than you.
Yeah, I know. I have no hair, mon frere.
I've seen babies. I've seen newborn babies with more hair than you.
But what I have, I comb over, dude.
Well,
I call it my.
and that's a nice job of the comb over.
I call it my Alamo hair.
Your Alamo hair.
Yeah, these are the last people, and you know they're going to die. You know, the pictures this summer have been really disappointing. You've seen a couple, right?
Yeah.
Have you gone to movies at all?
It's been so long since I've been to a movie. I'm afraid if we went to the movie, I'd get up to change channels.
I have been to more movies this summer than I have for the last 5 years combined.
So you went to The Lion King. I remember that.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
You went to Toy Story 4?
No, I went and saw Rocket Man.
Yes.
Elton John story.
Yeah, and you like that?
I did.
Well, they're taking a risk in Hollywood. They're putting out a huge budget.
Is it a new movie?
Original movie.
Really?
Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or something like
Yes.
that? Okay.
It is a 2-hour, 41-minute R-rated film by Quentin Tarantino, which means it's really strange. All of his movies are very strange, with strange music and storylines. Interesting dialogue, though, to say the least. Anyway, that movie is coming out, and they're taking a risk by putting it out right now. But it's about the murder of actress Sharon Tate and others at the hands of Charles Manson. So it's a very delicate subject.
Yeah, Brad Pitt, I think, stars in that
Yes. It's the story about the young Roman Polanski, who was Tate's husband, and he even shows up in the film.
Well, I think he was out of town when all that happened.
Yes.
He was in Europe or something.
Right.
With filming a movie. I mean,
Right.
he was working, filming a movie.
Of course,
but-
then he later got convicted, and
Mm-hmm.
he's been out of the country. But anyway, I don't know. My wife's never going to let me go see a Quentin Tarantino. In fact, I can't watch it in a Quentin Tarantino movie unless if she comes through. It's got to go off the TV.
Really?
Yeah, she's very insistent about it. She's difficult to live with, but I love her.
Boy, oh boy.
Well. She going to Alaska with you?
Probably not now.
A lot of country up there. With no
There
witnesses.
is. Oh, gosh. Well, you're looking for a dream job. What would be your dream job? I told you that I wanted to be out front. I wanted to be out front of Walmart, but you told me yours. What about you? You're retired now. Mike, what's your dream job?
Well,
hanging out in Times Square.
Yeah. No, absolutely not.
That could get you in trouble with your
He
marriage.
wants to be a greeter at Times Square.
Yeah.
Welcome for being at Times Square.
Hi, welcome to Times Square.
Yeah. All she had on was paint.
You know, I've seen women with their body paint, and if you don't really look close, you can't tell they're not wearing clothes.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's how. And that's when I saw it. That's how I figured it out. And I was like,
where were you? And were you with your wife when you saw this?
Actually, I was.
And what did she say?
She said, "Wow."
Yeah.
You can't even hardly tell she's not wearing clothes.
You know how sometimes when you put too much paint on something, it runs.
You really need to dry these people off.
Yeah.
Get in the blower, honey.
Yeah.
Oh my. All right. Well, there's a job available. You get $5,000 for a week of shopping, one free meal a day. This is with Retail Me Not, which is a website. You go out and they watch you shop to see your habits. You get to keep the stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
You got to buy this stuff.
Well,
don't you?
yeah, but you're gonna
reimburse you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you get to pick the store?
Offers coupon codes at stores all over, and now they need someone. No, it doesn't say. I'm sure they're going to tell you which stores you're going to go to.
Yeah.
But anyway, applications being accepted until August 9th. You have to submit a short video to be able to do this. A couple of other food stories coming out. McDonald's now is testing McChicken McMuffins. McWow.
Ooh, the chicken biscuit.
Do you like that?
Oh, I love the chicken biscuit.
How about you, Mike?
I like the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit,
Yeah,
but
me too.
Can't have it anymore. So.
What? Wait a minute. Why?
Oh, I'm on a lifestyle, it's called, instead of a diet.
We have to learn
Oh,
more
you're
about
making
this.
a lifestyle
I'm putting down
change.
this. We got to find out who prescribed the lifestyle change.
My niece, Stephanie Kreider,
Mhm.
my sister's daughter, put me on a plan called Yoli.
What?
Yoli, Y-O-L-I. And in this plan, I have lost 43 pounds.
Wow. You do look like you've lost
I
weight.
used to be a fat little guy.
Like me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say
You were intimating. I could tell. Anyway, go ahead.
My blood sugar was the big issue.
I've got that problem.
Run around 160 constantly. My blood sugar now consistently runs between 95 and 100.
Wow.
Okay, so what are you eating?
No carbs, all protein.
Well, I've heard that before.
And you're allowed. Thank God you're allowed to have cheat days.
Give me that loaf of bread.
Yeah, yeah. It's not a whole lot of dairy, not a whole lot of white bread, nothing white, no baked potatoes.
Can you eat? Can you drink that almond?
Yes, I do.
Milk.
Yes, I do.
Stuff.
Yeah.
And if you want to have milk, you got to have chocolate milk, right? Or strawberry milk.
Well, yeah. You got to get something to get some flavor in it.
How long have you been on
that
this?
would count,
I've
right?
been on this since a year ago, last February.
Wow.
And the
You
weight
can have a
loss-
good steak though.
Oh yes, Oh yeah, I can have any steak you want.
Grab some
Yeah.
bacon and
Steak
just,
and the little red potatoes. You're allowed to have those. I can eat steak I fix a lot of steaks on the pellet grill.
we might need to talk.
Steaks
Yeah.
and little red potatoes. That's a pretty good meal.
Anything grilled. Anything grilled. Seafood.
Now, what
would go
about
lower.
if I got that strange crust pizza?
Cauliflower.
cauliflower crust?
Can you do
It's
that or
okay.
not?
It's okay. It's not.
It's really not on it. You'd be cheating if you did that.
The cauliflower crust you can have.
Oh, okay.
We might need to talk.
It's all the other stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, and cheese.
Oh, there's
and
cheese.
Cheese actually you can have.
You can't have milk.
That's right. I don't understand it. All I can
All right,
say
here's
is
the
it
thing.
works.
All right, here's the thing, Potter. If I got to have this thing, I got to find out what's going on there. So we'll have to talk after the show.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, McDonald's. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. McDonald's has the new chicken
Yes.
biscuit. Okay. But
Then we got to go.
we got to get trivia.
I've got trivia.
Okay.
He's got trivia.
I got trivia.
Oh, Mike's
What
got
do I-
trivia. Okay.
Save yours.
We
for-
got to
Save
talk.
mine for
We got to
another time.
talk
I'll give
to
you mine,
Sheldon
you use
here in a
yours.
minute,
Okay,
so.
I'm just going to quick McMuffin with chicken. They're also going to be testing blueberry McGriddles.
Oh.
And they just did a rollout of donut sticks at McDonald's. So there you go. That's that. Let's listen. Mike, give us what's the topic?
Automotive, of course.
Automotive. And you're going to
All
give us the questions, not the answers, and then we'll come back and do the answers.
Okay. Number one, what was the base cost of the first Ford Mustang in 1964?
I think
and a half?
I think I have a general idea of that.
You want multiple choice here?
We'll
Okay.
see.
Yeah,
Go
we'll
ahead.
see.
Go, give us all the questions.
Okay.
All right.
How many Mustangs were sold on the first day of sales?
Okay, we're going to have to get in a range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was the Mustang displayed for its 50th anniversary?
Okay.
Which film did James Bond drive a Mustang?
Boy, I didn't know he drove one.
I didn't know that either.
Okay.
Yeah, Ford wanted that really bad.
I bet. I bet
cost
you they
them
paid for
severely.
it, too.
What was the Corvette named after?
Okay.
Oh, I know what that is.
Okay.
I got that answer.
Which model did Chevrolet ship vertically in the 70s?
Ship vertically.
Vertically.
Oh, I know. I have an idea.
Okay.
Okay.
What year did Ford Motor Company introduce the V8 engine?
All right.
All right.
Okay. What year did Chevrolet introduce the V8 engine?
Okay.
Okay. Last one. What early gangster wrote a letter to Henry Ford thanking him for his reliable and fast cars?
Oh, I think I know that one.
Well,
And I don't believe it was one of the Shelton gang.
that's the questions. Those are the questions. Mike Potoff with us will do the answers, but we're going to talk to Shelton first. Coming up here on Morning Coffee.
At Jackie's Hidden Treasures, you never know what you'll find. Pick up a certificate at the Big Deal Store for incredible savings. There's always something new at Jackie's Hidden Treasures on the Square in Sisney.
You trust United Mutual Insurance Company because they understand what's important to you. They protect and value trusted relationships with their customers above all else. They offer great local service and a wide range of products. They're proud to be a Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, working with Grinnell Mutual side by side to offer all the coverages you need. They live where you live, and you can trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Contact United Mutual Insurance today. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
If you're interested in reaching every household in Wayne, Edwards, Wabash, or Richland County, then TOC Direct Mail can help you. Contact any of our marketing specialists to see how TOC Direct Mail can help you contact your customers directly in their mailbox.
Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Tucker Hallam Insurance, Wayne City, specializes in families. From auto accidents to home disasters to that very memorable first day of college, you'll have peace of mind with insurance from your Pekin Insurance Agency, putting you and your family first with insurance coverage for your home, auto, life, health, or business, and at competitive rates that will fit your individual needs. Call your Pekin Insurance Agency, Tucker Hallam Insurance today, going beyond the expected.
Tired of being hot and bothered by all the summer heat? Give me a call at Finley's Refrigeration in Fairfield. Not only will we fix your problems and cool your home or business, but we will save you a lot of money and sweat in the process. We sell the best and service the rest at Finley's Refrigeration, Heating and Air. Give us a call at 618-599-9888. That's 618-599-9888. Finley's accepts all major credit cards, checks, and cash.
This is Fred from B&C Bicycles in Mount Vernon and the Salem Bike Shop. Hopefully the rains are finally behind us and it is time to get back into shape. During the month of July, all comfort and hybrid bikes are on special to get any beginner cyclist or prior cyclist biking again. We carry brands such as Norco, Marin, Niner, and KHS. Come on in to B&C Bicycles in Mount Vernon or Salem Bike Shop. Let us help you find your right bike or get that golden oldie ready to roll again.
WFIW 104.9 and WFIWradio.com. Sheldon Bunning from Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler is on the phone. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
How's it going today, Sheldon?
I think it's going so far, so good, you know.
All right.
Go ahead. We've got a whole bunch of car questions in front of you. Mark, pick out one and see if Sheldon can give us the answer to it.
All right. In what year was the Chevy? Did Chevy introduce V8 engines?
I think it was Ford that introduced the V8 engine, wasn't it?
Well, yeah.
No, but what year did Chevy come up with the V8 engine?
Oh, let's see here. Hang on here. I'm going to say 1954.
Oh, it's close.
Oh, you're close. How close is he, Mike?
Pretty close.
All right.
1955.
55.
265
right.
V8.
That was in the 55 Chevy, right?
Yeah, right.
Or the one that everybody likes to drive. So, Sheldon, what do you got?
Cubic inch, wasn't it?
What was it again?
The 265 cubic inch, Mike?
265.
All right. That's pretty impressive, Sheldon. All right. So what do you got going on down at Le Mans today?
Well, we've got the summer clearance event, however you want to pronounce that, and it's also the summer of Jeep. So, you know, we've got great deals on the Jeep products, as always. Got some retired loaner vehicles I need to get set up out front and mark those down.
And some of those loaner vehicles are Jeeps, right? Some of the smaller models?
Actually, all of my retired loaners are Jeep products. So I believe we've got a Compass out front that we've got marked down. I've got some Renegades I need to throw out there, too, along with it that we just retired. They've got anywhere from 3,500 to 5,000 miles on them. Still new. And get the balance of all the factory warranty and save some extra coin on one of those.
All right, and a lot of other great deals on the other vehicles on the lot.
That's correct. I've got some special inventory, which we sold one of the Rams Tuesday, but I've got another Ram up here that's a 19 Classic that I have marked down a little over $15,000. It is actually 30% off the MSRP.
All right, that's a deal, man.
20% off, I think, on all of our 2019 Chevrolet 1500s and the double cabs, the new body style and the Classic on those as well. Lots of zero financing going on as well. We've got several of the Jeep products qualify for 0% for 72 months, and I think we've got several Buick models as well, too.
All right, and of course all the inventory and a chance to get financing. You can apply for financing online at lemansonline.com.
That is correct.
All right. Sheldon, as always, thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you Monday.
All right, you guys do the same.
All right, see you, man. Sheldon Bunning from Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler joins us every Monday and Thursday here on the WFIW Morning Show. Fairfield area forecast calling for sunshine today, high 84. Clear tonight, low 62. Partly sunny, 85 tomorrow. Sunny and 90 on Saturday. Mostly sunny, 90 on Sunday. And from Monday, scattered showers, high 88. Overnight low 61. Yesterday's high 82. Currently, humidity is at 86%. Winds are calm. The pressure at 30.18. Sunshine 70 right now at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looking very good as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois in terms of precipitation this morning.
Back on Morning Coffee, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that I received a package from Aaron Steiner. In it, he had the Morning Coffee Credo. I'm just going to say it real fast. You're cordially invited to listen to Mike Dreeth and the crew of the Morning Coffee Hour, sometimes irreverent. That's the word, correct?
I think so.
And often silly, always with a full helping of verbal wordplay, a spontaneous expression of frivolity, guffaw, belly laughs, and a hearty hoo-yah.
Hoo-yah!
Come and share a cup of Joe. That was very nice. Aaron.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right.
All right, we're getting to the questions. Go ahead. Mike Potter, your first question was?
Okay, what was the base cost of the first Ford Mustang?
What are you going to say?
I'm going to say $2,300.
I'm going to say higher. I'm going to say 31.
You missed it by $68.
Wow. We're talking Turner one.
$2,368.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 2,200 and
No,
700.
$2,368. How many Mustangs were sold on the first day of sales?
I'm going to say about 5,000.
I'm going to say 7.
22,000 Mustangs.
Oh, 22,000
sold on the first day.
I didn't think it. Okay.
You didn't think it took off like that?
I didn't think it would. I thought it took a while for it to take off for the Mustang. I thought I
it
read
took
that
off.
somewhere.
It took off immediately.
Okay.
Where was the Mustang displayed for its 50th anniversary?
The White House.
Choices are Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
Actually, the question I reworded it, but the Mustang was displayed on top.
Oh.
On top
Okay.
of something. Okay.
For its 50th anniversary. The Statue of Liberty?
No.
Golden Gate Bridge?
Mm-mm.
Space Needle?
No.
Empire State Building.
Empire State Building.
Empire State
It
Building.
was fully disassembled and taken to the top
Wow.
and reassembled.
Did you go to the top of the Empire State
Yes, I
Building?
did.
Figured-
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I can't tell. I got a great Empire State story, but go ahead.
In which film did James Bond drive a Mustang?
I have no idea.
I don't remember that. What? We got a peanut gallery answer.
What did he say? Yeah, he's right.
What did he say?
Diamonds are forever.
Diamonds are forever. Good job, peanut gallery. Jeff
Ford
Jeff
Motor
Vaughn.
Company was really competing with Chevrolet and General Motors at that time. Ford Motor Company furnished them untold amounts of Mach 1 Mustangs for that movie because every time James Bond got in one, he destroyed it. And they furnished him, I don't know how many, but okay, what was the Corvette named after?
A ship in the Navy.
Right, a warship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the choices were French waiter, Civil War general, or stallion, but it was named after a warship.
Good.
Which model did Chevrolet ship vertically in the 70s?
I'm going to say the Corvair.
That's what I'm thinking too, the Corvair.
Because of the engine in the back.
No.
Chevette.
No.
Okay.
The Vega.
Oh, the Vega.
Yeah,
that was.
I think Corvair was done by the 70s, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It was in the early 60s.
Yeah, Ralph Nader took care of that for us.
Yeah.
What year did Ford Motor Company introduce the V8 engine?
What did he say about Chevrolet?
He said 55 for the Chevy.
Okay, so I'm going to say 48.
No, I'm thinking it was earlier than that.
Yes, it was.
I'm thinking about 32, 33.
32, you're right, 1932.
You are so good at this.
Okay, and then when Sheldon missed this one, what year did Chevrolet introduce the V8 as 1955?
Yeah.
That basic block is still used today in their small block Chevrolet engines. What early gangster wrote a letter to Henry Ford thanking him for his reliable and fast cars?
John Dillinger.
Dang, you're good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you looked these all up.
I did not. How did I look them all up?
I have a second to tell my New York City story real fast.
This is 2 days in a row we've ended quick.
Well, I'm going to, but I can make this one.
Just one thing on New York, right quick. If you go to New York, I beg you to go to the 9/11 Memorial.
Yeah,
that wasn't there when I went to New York.
That
so
would
I bet you it was very moving.
Oh, very moving. Very moving. Silence in the museum. Absolute silence.
Yeah, I would have to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go next year that Frontier has one of those trips. If they have another one, wherever they go, I'd like to go. Anyway, I'm in New York City. I go, it's the first thing in the morning. I want to go to the top of the Empire State Building. I'm a tourist, okay? So I get in. I go all the way to the top. When I get to But no. Before I do this, there's a line that you have to get in, and the window has a door, and it's closed. And I'm first in line, okay, when the door opens at 8 o'clock. And there's a guy on the other side, and it's $5 to go to the top of the Empire State Building. So I have my $5 in my hand, and I hand it to him, and he says, let me tell you something, but visibility is very poor today. I said, okay. And I handed him my $5 because I wanted to go to the top of the Empire State Building, okay? He says, listen to me. You can't see your feet up there. And I said,
I don't care.
Here's my $5. And I went to the top, and I couldn't see my feet. But I was at the top of the Empire State Building.
We postponed our trip to the top for one day because of
the visibility?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Mike Potter, thank you. We always have fun with you.
Thanks, Mike.
We'll do it again, and you take over this thing, okay?
Well, I'll try.
All right.
I'll do my best.
All right. Back later.
All the important news here first. This is WFIW FM Fairfield, the station listened to, not just heard. 104.9 FM.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Wayne City. See pictures and prices at boydfern.com or follow them on Facebook.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu.
The performance was obviously not very good. He had a lot of problems.
President Trump calling former special counsel Robert Mueller's